Alrighty, hey guys, this is Think Outside the Cube, and it's time for the annual Family Cold Starts video. I did one last year. It was about November 25th, I think is the exact date of it. And it was more kind of like a Thanksgiving Cold Starts, I guess. But this year it's going to be Christmas Cold Starts because it's December 21st. Christmas is right around the corner, and we've got all the vehicles home. The Commander is right around the corner on the other side of the boat. So let's just go ahead and jump right in and get started. Alrighty, to start things off, we'll go ahead and do my car. This is my 2009 Honda Civic EXL. 2009 was the refresh year for the Honda Civic, so I have the refresh alloys and all that other stuff. You might notice something different about the upper half of the exterior of the car. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comments, but there will be an update video after Christmas on things that I've done to the car since the last time you saw it. So as you can see, daily driving format, the floor mats are filthy. The car hasn't been cleaned good since who knows how long. But, I mean, it's still no damage or anything like that. It's still just same old car. Let's go ahead and get inside and start it up. Alright, so insert the key into the ignition. Typical Honda dinger as usual. And you hear the powerhouse roar to life. Now, this car has 45,119 miles on it. We got the car with around right at 41, and so personally I have done 4,043.8 miles on the car since I've gotten it. That really isn't nothing, or is nothing. I mean, I've had the car for 6 months, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna drive the car and waste gas just for the hell of it, just to drive around. I mean, why would I do that? But yeah, that's basically it. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and unleash the beast. Alrighty, so under the hood we have Honda's R18 1.8 liter inline 4-cylinder, producing 140 horsepower and 128 pound-feet of torque to the front wheels with iVTEC. It's a single overhead cam engine, connected to a 5-speed automatic or optional 5-speed manual. So yeah, we did have to purchase a new battery, but you know, that just comes with ownership of the car. We've had 0 issues whatsoever with it. Okay, well that's not going to work. There we go. And that's going to basically wrap it up for this car. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. So how about let's alternate? Let's go for an SUV next. So on the farther end of the driveway, we have my family's. I'll just say my family's 2005 GMC Envoy SLT2 or whatever. I don't think there was trim levels in SLT and whatever back then. But I mean, it's basically as fully loaded as you could get it without getting navigation or the rear seat entertainment. So, I mean, we've had the car since basically brand new. It was a certified pre-owned when we bought it because the guy basically bought it and then returned it within a month. So, I mean, it was cheaper that way. I mean, why wouldn't we do that instead of buying a new one? But coming inside, this actually used to be primarily my brother's car, but since my brother is driving so much and this car gets horrible gas mileage, him and my mom have sort of like switched, I guess you could say. The Commander gets better gas mileage, is newer, and is probably more reliable than this, even though you never really know with Jeep and GM. But let's go ahead and start it up. So on the odometer we have 84,559. Last time we looked at it, it had about 75,000 miles, so we're right at 10,000 miles per year with this thing. Alrighty. So underneath the hood, you have GM's 4.2 liter inline 6-cylinder, producing, I don't know, it'll be in the annotations. But I mean, it's a pretty powerful 6-cylinder. In the Denali models, you could get a 5.3 liter V8. This is a rear-wheel drive car with optional four-wheel drive using a 4-speed automatic. That hood is really heavy. But yeah, that's basically it for this one. This car is really not exciting. It really just needs to go. I think we're gonna wait till 2015 to replace it. I mean, there's no need to replace it now. We're heavily looking at a Lexus NX 200T to replace it. Just because Mom wants something smaller, but she doesn't want to give up features and luxury coming from this. But you know what I'm saying, like a RAV4, I mean, it's got the luxury is, I guess you could say. I mean, it's luxurious enough, but the power just isn't there because Mom wants more than just like a 2.4. But so that's the reason why we would look at the NX, just because it has that turbocharger. So next we'll do the Altima. So this is our 2014 Nissan Altima SV. We've had it since late February, early March and stuff like that. And it really has just been the perfect car for us. Neighbor waving at me. But as you can see, floor mats are dirty. Daily driving format for this one also. But we really had no troubles with the car besides just a few little minor things. And for what we use this car for, it's perfect. I mean, it absolutely sips gas. So as you know, this vehicle does have intelligent key. So just put your foot on the brake and press the start button. So let's go ahead and look at the MPG that we're averaging, because it's pretty good for a family sedan. I missed it. So 32.8 miles to the gallon average. And that's city driving, because my dad has about a 30-minute commute to work. And so basically, he's getting better MPG than I am in a compact car. Because with my car having to idle for about 10 minutes every morning, I'm getting about 25 miles to the gallon. So yeah, this car it's pretty fuel efficient. But as you can see, we've done 21,000 miles in about 10 months. So that basically shows how much my dad drives. But that's still a whole lot less than what our Fusion had. We did about 32,000 miles in about 12 months with the Fusion. Alright, so under the hood you have Nissan's 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder. Specs will be in the annotations. No one has time to remember them. But you know, it's a pretty powerful little engine. I think it's like 170 horsepower. And for a car that doesn't weigh that much, it's more than adequate. The V6 is just crazy fast. But yeah, I mean, this car has been thoroughly enjoyed. Once we hit about the 50,000-60,000 mark, we'll talk about maybe either replacing it or just driving it till the wheels fall off. We'll see. Because this might be passed to my brother since he's driving so much, and then we might just get Dad a new car or something like that. So, but that all comes with time. Let's go ahead and move on to the final car that we have to start up. Let's go ahead and look. This is a 2009 Jeep Commander Limited. We've owned it since brand new. We purchased it in February of 2010. So we did get some pretty good dealer incentives on it, just because we purchased it in 2010 and it being a 2009 model. But let's go ahead and look inside. As you can see, it's got the sandstone exterior with the black perforated leather interior. My brother is thoroughly enjoying driving this car. As you can see, completely filthy. All of our cars are just dirty. But let's go ahead and you insert the Mercedes-like key into the ignition, just like so. And then just flick to start. But we're looking at 42,929, and so basically that's probably about 5,000 miles more than what you last saw it. So as you can see, Mom really just does not drive this car a whole lot when she had it, because my brother's been racking up the miles, because that really is nothing. So let's go ahead and pop the hood. Under the hood you have Chrysler's 4.7 liter V8. It was refreshed for 2008 to make more power and be more fuel efficient. Other engine options for the vehicle was a 5.3 liter Hemi V8 and a 3.7 liter gutless V6 that was horrible for this car. This is perfectly fine. It's a good combination of fuel economy and power for this car. We do tow our boat with this, so I mean it works perfectly. But it's just crazy how big this battery is, because I mean it's a humongous battery compared to my hand. But you know, this car, we've had zero mechanical issues whatsoever, even with it being a Chrysler. And I really wouldn't see this car going anywhere anytime soon, just because we purchased it when Chrysler was going through their midlife crisis of almost going bankrupt. And so we got a lifetime powertrain warranty on the car. So yeah, this thing probably isn't going anywhere. But that basically concludes our startup of the Jeep Commander. But yes, that will be basically it for our family startups video of 2014. This was a requested video by a few people, so I figured I'd just go ahead and fulfill those requests. If you have any questions or comments about the cars that I showed or anything in this video, please feel free to comment below. But yeah, that's basically it, so I will see you guys in my next video.